welcome, adventurers from this plane and beyond, to 20 Chronicles, Episode 3. Due to unfortunate circumstances, God, so many Wookiees. Due to unfortunate circumstances, we did lose quite a bit of audio for this episode. So we will be doing a quick recap to kind of catch you up to the point where we do pick up straight into the story. So in that vein, I'm going to do a quick recap of Episode 2, and then we'll do kind of a catch-up on Episode 3, and then we'll go right into it. So previously, on our group's adventures, the party had finally decided enough was enough. It was time to get out of this place. With the assistance of Daleth, their maybe begrudgingly forced assistant,
It was his idea, but
Yeah.
anyway.
yeah, but you held him up by his throat.
After I let him out.
The party pursued forward, encountering a fair amount of resistance and guards along the way, and a powerful warrior hawk who was quickly dispatched with. The party was able to re-secure their supplies, get a quick bite and a drink, and then quickly realizing someone needed their book. A small group of the party ascended upwards.
Yeah, I know.
Ascended upwards to secure Frognan's book with some very well-placed steps.
Yeah.
Timed with the snores of an undead bear, owl bear.
Somehow it can breathe, but
Somehow
okay.
can breathe. I know, curious, isn't it?
That's curious,
You
very
were
curious.
able to secure the book.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Bringing the book back
The first person
and
to
heading down back into the mine where Daleth had recommended that the escape happen. We came down into that space, and from there, we will pick up with our resident wizard and rogue to recount the missing chapters of Episode 3.
Now?
Now.
Okay.
Pressure's on.
I just want to preface this by saying that this was written by Zachary, Hasbany, and as far as recaps go,
talented.
this
Talented.
is beautiful,
Gorgeous.
beautiful,
Handsome.
beautiful words.
So
Okay,
hot.
so let me tell you what
Words,
happened
words.
on Episode 3. You didn't get to see it, but you know it happened, and this is what it is.
Maybe this won't be our shortest episode.
All right. As the newly formed party of escapees flee through the mining tunnels, one last guard stands before them and the bridge-connected chasms that could mean freedom. Chasms? Chasms.
Yeah,
Well, you know. With blade and armor gleaming against the glittering gems embedded in the cave walls, the prison guard Jorkin braces himself against the impending onslaught of the runaways. However, two large insectoids suddenly burst out of the ground, eviscerating him in blinding speed and a flurry of screeches, clicks, and blood. Very, very exciting. A pair of new foes, onkegs, with hardened carapaces
Yeah. She worked
and
really hard on that.
acid-spraying mandibles have replaced Jorkin's position. The party prepares for battle,
Dun, 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 dun.
but rolls low on their collective initiatives because of their exhaustion.
Yeah.
The onkegs spray their acidic saliva in a crossing pattern over the closely clumped party, wounding most of them and completely knocking out Daleth, the undercover tiefling agent, and Nesta. No. Wolfgang sees an
cleric.
opportunity
Oh, I
to
failed.
end the
Here.
fight before damage can be done and attempts to blast one off the cliffside with a divine red thunder wave, but to no avail. Seeing their brutish physical might, Frognand attempts a new tactic. He embraces the shadows of the underground surroundings and causes arcane fear to envelop the mind of the second onkeg.
Seizing the moment to brandish his flail against a startled opponent, Professor Filson, I don't know why he's the Irish one, strikes the same foe. Kylus turns to the first onkeg by the cliffside and channels the sounds of thunder himself. Though instead of casting Thunder Wave, he crackles out a hex in Primordial. Yeah. It sounds a lot like throat singing, I guess. Rengwin's monk companion, Darak, finds a crack in the armor to the rear of the Ankeg, and continues wearing it down with fists to the weak point.
Fist to the rear.
This
Ooh.
provides the opening for Wolfgang to spear to the head before kicking it into the fathoms below.
Fucking did that.
Ranguin
He's there, Tiger.
finds a crack in her own metaphorical armor, and these are her words, not mine, as her self-described loins alight at the
sexy.
sight of such heroism. Unaware of the flaming loins nearby, though, the golden-haired Olwill manages to cure Nesta's wounds through some divine magic of his own before falling to the remaining Ankeg's acidic bite. Eager to return the favor and filled with vengeance toward the final aggressor, Nesta channels the fury of Lunaris, the moon goddess, and ruptures through the Ankeg with a resonating Toll the Dead before restoring Olwill with a healing word.
Yeah, she basically screamed him to death, so, you know.
As the chaos of battle fades, Daleth awakens from unconsciousness with a well-timed natural 20 on his death save, and an even better timed, what did I miss?
Upon leveling up to level 3 after the fight, Ranguin explored some new psionic psychic blades that were at his
Watch out, bitch,
at
I'm
her
a soul blade.
disposal.
Nice.
And experiencing
Blade.
for a quick second a bit of fear about crossing this bridge to the other side. Kylus recoiled, but with the assistance of the party and a newfound skill, managed to make their way across. And with that, our party begins to head forward. We pick up with Frogdan, making a quick search of the tunnel that you were all traversing down. And with that, I would like you to sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready for camaraderie and shenanigans!
Oh, did we just lose sound for that entire portion?
I think so.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Dominic, quick recap.
A heartwarming session of role play transpired between Nesta and Ranguin.
About what?
Essentially exchanging thank yous, checking in about that vision that they seem to have shared together. Thank yous for defending each other and maybe potential assistance in the future should a scenario like that pop up again.
There was a comment about a whip.
Oh my god.
And a couple sex jokes.
Just a few.
Only a couple?
You may be sensing a theme.
So those were plugged in.
Does that
the
mean
whole
earlier?
time, but I saw the. I'm pretty sure I saw
Discussing
the.
technicalities.
Ooh.
We have
Pretty
sound
sure I
now,
saw.
though?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we definitely have sound now, but I'm pretty sure I saw the bars on there
Well,
previously.
he listened to a recording earlier, so I mean.
We'll keep
Oh,
running through
unless
for
it was
now. We'll
plugged in.
double check it
Okay.
later.
after that.
Yeah. But we'll keep running along. Thanks for hanging in. You had rolled a 20, what was it again? 22?
16
I
plus
believe it was
6.
22-ish.
22
on
investigation.
Yeah, to see if I recognize any of this underground environment, any foliage, any breezes, any smells, any sources of light.
A
Check.
good chunk of this space
Do you need to
seems
check?
pretty foreign
No,
to
no.
you. Most of your
There's
subterranean
nothing we can
life
do about it
was
now.
spent
So,
in
yeah.
some pretty
I
intense
mean, if
levels
you're
of
nervous,
cold.
do you need a check?
This seems relatively temperate. There's a bit of a slight breeze that moves through the space ever so slightly, but nothing that's really grabbing at your memory.
Okay.
And you feel pretty confident about that too.
Yeah, and I'll just I'll keep puttering along with getting all confused on the names. Daleth now. Yeah, I'll keep puttering along with Daleth.
Dirk.
Okay. He's up at the front. He's got a torch out currently,
I'm with
though he's backlit by massive light from Wolfgang's shield.
No, he's not.
Oh,
I
you
did
took it
not
away?
actually do that
Okay.
because I can see in the dark now.
All
Love
that
having
transpired.
non-human.
It and then
Friends.
seeing dark and
It foom.
Mm-hmm.
But I am up front
That's
with
you.
Daleth. No, yep.
Yep,
Dal,
yeah, you
that
got
guy, the tiefling.
We'll never get it.
You did this to yourself.
I did do this to myself. And
As
to you all.
As we're walking, I kind of lean over and say, "Thank you for keeping your word."
I mean, it's a little bit of self-preservation too. But yeah, I'd be dead without you all, so
To be fair, you were going to be dead either way.
I 100% believe you.
That's all I can do walking.
Unless there's anything else anyone would like to do.
Do we know how far this goes before we reach a point where we can get outside?
I've never explored it before entirely. It goes quite a ways, and there's plenty of dangerous monsters down here. Case proven 20 minutes ago. We didn't extend much further than this.
So what you're saying is we could run into more of those things?
It's possible. Take it slow. No excessive yelling, screaming, magic casting. We should be fine. We're a large group. Not many things would challenge us.
When Rengun hears this, she stops because as she was walking, she was bringing her psionic blade out and then bringing it back in and then bringing it out and then bringing it in again. And she heard no magic and she went, oh, and
Okay.
stopped.
But your guess is as good as mine. Let's just try not to get lost.
Fair enough. I'll pull out my notebook and I'll start roughly sketching out where we've been.
Okay. Things continue forward, and time passes, and you start to feel the weight of the day taking its toll. And you come out into a relatively flat, open space, bit of stone that's gathered nearby. The cavern widens open into something a little more spacious. And Dallas stops and, all right, let's set up camp here. Rest for the night. Day. Underground's weird.
What time of day is it?
Roll a survival check. Disadvantage.
11.
It is currently day-night. You have no idea.
I was like, whoa, what's day night?
I would argue, though, the moon cleric over there maybe would get an advantage on that roll because she has a better sense of where the moon is.
She feels it.
Yeah. What should God say?
Maybe if certain rituals had been performed in time.
I tried.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're feeling that major disconnect. You've never been this far underground before. Lunaris's presence is definitely diminished down here. But you all set up camp. You find yourself some rest.
A short rest?
A long rest, should you be willing to take it.
I'm willing.
I don't know if, I have much of a choice. I feel like once my head hits that ground...
Should we set up a rotation if we're going to be resting for a period of time?
I was thinking the same thing. Underground it's pretty dangerous. I think buddy system, 2 at a time.
There is enough of us.
Darek and I'll take the first watch.
Old Will and I could take second.
Professor?
Happily.
All right, we're third.
All right.
Suppose that leaves me and the big feller.
Talith won't find me complaining. And he starts pulling out his pack and setting up his section of camp. He does find a bit of a corner away from everyone to set up. But you all have your equipment in gear, so all of your anything for camping, tinder boxes, bedrolls, you all have that presently on you.
So what kind of space are we, camping in? Is there like a narrow entrance and like another narrow pathway? Or
Yeah, this one essentially comes out into a larger space. It's not like a perfect circle.
Yeah.
It's got like pockets that extend a little further. It's a little more mouth-shaped, but there is an extending path that curves off to your left-hand side that you notice, and you look down, and then lose your vision to
So
darkness.
then one of us should be maybe at one entrance and the second person can be at the other.
That is a strategy.
Okay,
It's up
so
to you guys.
Dark. I recommend that to Dark.
I'm on it.
I'll look at where we came from, and he can look at where we're going.
Dark takes a torch and lights it and throws it to where the curve of the cavern happens and lands there.
Okay, I sit down,
It
get
offers a
across.
bit of light.
How
He
far
sits
away
down.
from each other are we?
From directly across, I would say probably about 40-ish feet
Okay.
across.
Also not very far.
It's not very far, but extends off to the side. From one route to the other, it kind of it extends across maybe almost 100 feet.
I set my bedroll up within 10 feet or so of Dalek.
He keeps setting up. He doesn't move.
Cool.
Can we say that because I go on like a lot of like expeditions, but I usually have like other people with me and stuff, that my tent is like one of those kind of like big square ones with the canopy. Like a lot nicer than it should be.
Sure, I'll allow it.
That seems
Just
on
lugging
brand.
that around.
That does seem on brand.
I'll allow it, yeah.
Yeah, I spend time just
Pop-up tent, too.
You're like setting up a tarp even though it's underground too.
yeah. Always good to stay practiced.
Sky dirt rain.
What? I can't have any from the dirt from above coming in.
I'm going to take my shield and activate it on the ground in front of me.
Extending outwards.
Whoa!
5 feet to the right and 5 feet to the left.
Yeah, by the way.
And then the 5-foot wall appears. 15 feet
What
across,
the
5
heck
feet high.
and heck?
This is my shield.
That's dope.
Behind them.
Well, I
Might have been
lay on a
useful
normal
earlier.
bed mat from the temple,
Okay.
just on the dirt.
Are we looking to go straight to sleep, or we might sit around and chat for a bit?
No response.
Dolph is like, that answers your question, and lays down in his bedroll.
Feeling rather
Wolfgang is
talkative now?
literally already asleep.
Not so much, but I was thinking I might share a few things with you, all of you. But if we're not going to be staying around for a bit, I think I will be
Well, is this
off to
something
bed
that,
then.
if you feel it's something that you should share, then, I mean, perhaps it's something that we need to know.
Just a spot of whiskey to put a little color in your cheeks there, Phil.
Oh, well, what kind is it?
Rest assured, it's the good stuff.
Ah.
In case you couldn't tell, I don't settle for less.
Yes, you do seem to be someone of finer tastes.
Well, I seem to have one taker. How about the rest of you?
You hear snoring coming from behind the barricade wall.
Thank you for the offer, but I need to keep my wits about me.
Fair enough.
You see Rengwin in the meditation pose. She's like alert, but she's not responding.
With a 12 stealth, would he see Frognand?
My passive is 13.
Not that you were aware of. You believe you are stealthed.
Yeah, so Frognand's
No one hunkers down and goes, I'm at an 11.
Yeah.
They think they're usually stealthing pretty
Fair.
well.
Yeah, I'm hiding out on the opposite side of big tent over here.
He kind of like looks directly at you. Well, heaps of trouble this lot, and no fun at all.
The
Well,
comment's punctuated by a very loud snore. Yeah.
well, if you'd be so kind, would you mind holding this? And he passes you a ring.
Certainly.
If you really need me, just wish for me to return. And then he vanishes.
Rengwin kind of one eye
Can we
opens
see
to see if he actually vanished again,
Yeah, Kairos is gone.
and she closes her eye again. And
Olwil is looking up.
you hear Rengwin say, "Just throw it away."
No. No, it's pretty.
Damn.
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
It is like windswept obsidian with a blue sapphire in the center.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Kellis, are you in there? Can you hear me?
No response.
He's talking to a ring.
Does it fit you?
That's actually a very good question. Try each finger.
If it's any of them, it's magical, so adapt to your fingers.
Oh. Oh my. Well, I was rather looking forward to that spout of whiskey.
Oh, you didn't get any?
No.
Rude.
Very.
Didn't he say you could just like wish for him back or something?
Oh, yes. Kellis, I wish for you to come back with the whiskey, please.
Will gets like way too excited about this.
Oh, and on the rocks, if you could.
Some time passes. Maybe like so much time that you're like, oh, it's not really gonna work. And then he like apparates and he's holding like a bottle of whiskey and like a plate of some food.
Where did you go?
What kind of food? What kind of food?
You wake up.
Don't worry about it, you're asleep.
Am I?
Yeah.
What kind of food is it?
Can I kind
It's
of
like some cured
Paul's
meats
really
and
hungry.
cheeses.
Can I do a stealth check to see if I can sneak
so
over and
some-
grab something off the plate from behind him?
Sure, go ahead. Roll a disadvantage.
Where did you go? Okay, well that's a 17.
It's a little hard to explain. I suppose it was another plane of existence, if I were to clarify it in the clearest of words.
Is it hummus?
Roll sleight of hand.
Keep a few
Disadvantage?
things, and every now and again, take a nap there. But you did want some whiskey, didn't you?
Yes, I was rather looking forward to it.
No ice, I'm afraid.
As you say that, you see a green hand reaching towards that plate of food you got. 13 is his passive.
Well, look who came crawling back.
I walked, thank you. Do you mind?
Of course not.
Thank
Help
you.
yourself.
What is it? Hummus?
It's like some salami and cheese
Salami, okay,
and
great, yeah.
crackers, some grapes.
I make a little-
It's far more travel.
I make a little
yeah,
Lunchable and I go
travel
back to where I was.
Okay.
Give my glass a little swish.
Pours a little more for you.
Cheers.
Today one.
Hopefully not many more after that.
Well, I am curious. Where were you at before you came here?
Well, I was on my way from leaving the Skyreach Observatory. I was headed to Faldoran when, on the road, I encountered, I guess, some of these people. They snuck up on me and hit me with some sort of poison or something and dragged me along. I remember waking up between a different ship or two, but yes, I was at the observatory and on our way to Faldoran to conduct some research and an archaeological dig, if you will.
What were you digging for?
Well, you see, I received a letter from a friend of mine. He stated something about a strange green meteor-like object that struck through the sky. It was very strange, though, because, I mean, if you've seen a shooting star before, you know that it curves and goes in a trajectory relative to gravity. especially if one that is so close to the surface. But this just kept going completely straight, ignoring the laws of physics and nature. So I went to go and find out some information on it. And actually, now that I think about it, this is rather curious. I distinctly remember one of them taking that book off of me, but also the fact that this is a part of the cult of the Blood War, or the cult of the Blood Lord. And that meteor arrived after it's the city of Everlost, right? After the city of Everlost appeared in our plane.
A city was plane hopping?
Yes.
What you're saying?
Yes, well, I guess you must not have... right. Sorry, I've been around for a few hundred years, so...
So have I.
Oh, well then do you not remember the Everlost War? Or where were you? Well, I guess if you're going into rings and what have you, were probably just somewhere else enjoying a nice spot of whiskey and some charcuterie.
You could say that for sure. Definitely not from around here. New to the area, I'd say. So you traveled on a ship. So did I. So we're at least overseas.
All right, but the question is, where overseas?
Haven't the faintest clue.
Yes, I mean, it could be a Faldorn, or it could be out by Taunton. We could... oh, God, who knows where we could be. I'm not even sure exactly how much time has passed from when I was knocked out to when I woke up.
Me neither. I'm a little concerned, though. That golden-haired fella is with us. Dallas told me a little bit more about him and why they wanted him.
Oh,
They're looking to use angel blood to take a bit of a peek at this blood lord they speak of. So as long as we're traveling with him, that Lord Gesh fella will be looking for us.
Can we hear
yes, I mean...
Not present. You can't hear the conversation at hand. You hear them conversing, though. Words are being exchanged. The details you would have to maybe sneak closer or try to hear from a distance. Perception check, potentially.
I'm trying to
If
hear.
you, yes, if you're
as
trying.
soon as I heard the blonde fellow, I got interested.
Okay. Go
So
ahead
this
and
is
roll a perception
perception?
check. You're at disadvantage.
You're between.
Yes, I am.
10.
10. You're making out bits and pieces, but not the whole conversation. It's hard to track.
Did I hear the word angel?
Roll a d20 for me straight. Don't add anything.
Straight up. Now tell me that's a 19.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I can understand that, but, I mean, he has been rather helpful towards us, and, well, is not his compatriot Nesta the same? Why could they not use her?
Is she part angel?
I believe
Seemed
so.
a mite bit condescending to me.
Typical man.
Are you part angel?
But I don't-
I don't think I've revealed to you guys.
Because you're giving my
Oh, is
heart.
that not obvious?
Well, I'm definitely not normal human looking.
Mhm.
So
There is something different about her, but she, rounded ears, appears relatively human.
You said that you had
the
like
hair
a-
throws things off.
Didn't you say that you've had like a...
I have a little glow about me.
Sure. She
I
screamed a
guess
guy
I'm-
to
Put
death,
two and two together.
so she's probably not a human.
Roll a history check. It is your specialty.
Speciality.
We haven't rested yet, huh?
You are at a disadvantage.
Well, no. Can I...
I will say you can add any class abilities that you gain from the level up, but yeah, the levels of exhaustion are still there.
Tactical assessment.
So 16. It's the most intense thought I've ever
16 and natural 20 plus 4, so that is a 16 plus 4, 20 plus another 6, 26.
She's admitting aspects of celestial nature.
Aspects of celestial nature.
I mean, I guess we need to have her confirm it, but just it's clearly there.
I probably look more like it than he does, to be fair.
Honestly, Olwell seems a little more regular by comparison.
So funny.
Well, they weren't looking to use her, so.
Perhaps he is a part of some sort of specific bloodline.
Or he was weaker than her.
An easier target.
Test it with him first.
Yes, should summarize. I will inquire into this. So, what were you doing before you ended up here?
Remember those birds I mentioned before?
Yes, I'm well aware of cheekies.
I was exploring a new business avenue. And I was looking to befriend a few of them. Perhaps start some racing, get some coin. Like I said, just one of my many business
Is
ventures.
he talking about actual birds or ladies?
Yes.
Roll an insight check.
Racing in ball gowns.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
You're still tired.
What is it again?
Insight.
Investigation? Insight.
Insight.
Quite rested, actually.
You sleep.
Nat 1.
Sleeping through
Natural
this
one.
whole
I assume it's birds then.
100% women.
Oh, women?
He's talking about women, 100%.
Okay. I
Racing
find that
birds.
offensive that he refers to them in that way.
Lovely, lovely birds.
In their plumage.
Oh God, why did I say that's okay?
Gorgeous creatures.
Yes, I know I've ridden a few in my day, thank you.
So have I. Well, more than a few, if I'm being honest here. But
Ren Queen just goes, do you mind?
I'm sorry.
to get to my point, that's when I was captured while I was doing the deed.
I'm just doing this on purpose.
Come on.
I'm like happy and mad.
Oh God.
Nappy? I don't know.
Nappy.
Savvy.
While this is happening,
Okay, yes.
nothing too crazy. I'm curious to peek inside the professor's tent.
Okay.
Do you have chairs on the
Are you
table?
trying not to be noticed?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a stealth
Do you
check.
have chairs on the table for your
Oh,
tent?
absolutely.
Okay, so we're sitting at two chairs at the table, like just chatting.
Yeah, not a full invasion of it. I just want to look. Oh, a 20 and a natural 1.
Oh!
Wow.
As you start to creep over, your foot catches on one of the ropes that are essentially tying down this tent, because of course he tied it down for wind. And you trip and just eat it, face on the ground.
Aww.
Everyone hears. Ah!
I look around.
Would
Okay, no one saw.
You would not have heard that.
I wouldn't have woken from that.
If you are asleep presently, you would not have heard that.
Even
My
still,
psionic blade comes out.
Okay.
Wolfgang kind of like bolts up, like sitting up, and then goes, lays back down. Zero recollection that ever happened. It's just his natural.
Did he like fall into the tent?
No. He was kind of like coming around the corner to go to the front, and then trips and kind of fell in front of where you would pull away the fabric.
Never mind.
Did I hear him shoot a wig?
Huh?
Or does he? Did you shoot a wig?
I shot up, but not awake.
Are your eyes open?
Yeah.
Okay, that's terrifying.
And when he laid back down, they were still open.
And it's like within 5 seconds snoring again.
You sleep like Gandalf.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There was an old board game. It was called like Don't Wake Daddy or something.
Oh,
I remember
Don't wake the Paladaddy.
That's what I think.
I'm leaving.
Don't wake the Paladaddy.
That's what I thought of though.
I understand.
Wish we edited so we could have a picture of that happening with his face on it.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Okay, we hear him fall.
Yep.
You looking to join us, little fella?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't have a tent myself. I was just.
If you like, there's plenty of room in here.
Thanks. Looks pretty full. Maybe next time.
I don't get how it can be full. There's actually quite a bit of space in here, but
He's gone.
suit yourself.
I don't think he likes me very much.
I mean, this doesn't strike me as a people person.
Yeah. I think I should be off to bed. Getting a wee bit tired, and could use sleep.
Yes, I agree. I'll try and get some in before I have to get up for my round of watch. Are you going back into the ring?
What makes you think I was in the ring?
You handed it to me and then you disappeared.
It's a pretty valid point.
It has a little bit of trouble plane hopping with me. Family heirloom, so.
Are you going to be doing that again?
We'll be taking that back. Thank you very much. I might, but depends who I'm with. You seem trustworthy, so that's why I gave it to you.
Oh, well. Thank you.
Can I sleep in here?
But certainly.
I also happen to misplace my bedroll, so perhaps maybe we could share. Is that the whiskey in your cheeks, or are you?
Certainly the whiskey. Apologies, but I know the tent itself is spacious, but the bedroll only has room for one.
Fair enough.
But if you'd like, you can use the bedroll. I'm sure I have an extra blanket around here somewhere.
Yeah, Kyle's will take it. He'll be a little pouty. I'll lay down.
And you pull out your second tarp, in case of snow, and use it as a blanket for tonight. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
I'd like to get some fucking rest.
Enjoy your long rest. Go ahead and hit those buttons, and you all recover from your point of exhaustion.
Yes!
Do things unhindered now.
Yes. Your ability checks are no longer made at disadvantage.
That was just an exhaustion level 1.
Yep.
What happens when you're exhausted?
Oh, it gets
Fucked
bad.
up shit.
Yeah, it gets real bad.
It gets
Yeah.
bad after level 1.
You can die. You just die at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to
It's
say.
really hard to get to 6, though. It's
During-
really hard to get to 6.
Is anyone else going to
You did that to yourself.
Yeah, I did do that myself.
I just want to say during my watch with the professor, I probably didn't speak with him much. If I saw him
Well,
reading.
we'll go through those
Oh, we're
rounds
still
of watch
doing
as
that?
well. Yes.
Great.
I will say, Frogman,
Yo.
as you're kind of chilling before your watch, looking over your book, you notice something in there. There's an extra spell that you weren't working on.
I study it. What language is it in?
Gnomish.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
It's yours.
curiouser and curiouser.
It's on your sheet in D&D Beyond.
I just study. I refresh my D&D Beyond page.
As you read through, you see the spell Silent Image.
Curiouser and curiouser. Yeah.
You do not recall
Very
writing this.
interesting.
I never did. I just smile to myself.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I believe first watch we're missing someone. It's mainly for if any roleplay really wants to happen.
Who's first watch?
It would be Rangwin and Darik.
Oh, okay. We can wait on that.
Yeah, we can hop to second watch, which I believe.
Never mind.
Nope, she's back.
Oh.
I'm back.
Main question is just if you had any roleplay you wanted to do with Darik during your guys' watch.
Well, not unless he has anything he wants to ask me.
He is in full meditation. And he's ever so slightly levitated off the ground, so.
I'm trying really hard
Like
to
a couple.
do that. I really want to do that, but I haven't been able to do it yet. I'm always jealous when I see him do that.
As you're meditating, he's just like, could you not be so loud with your thoughts?
Oh,
You're getting
sorry.
right inside of my head and I don't know how.
Oh, really? I don't say that out loud. I say that in my mind.
Yes. Really.
Okay. You were hearing all of my thoughts?
Including those.
Okay. Don't tell her, okay?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
My bad.
It's
I'll
fine.
try to be quiet. I don't know how to do that.
Meditation is a peaceful moment. A time to empty your mind.
Okay, it's hard to empty your mind when your hand becomes a dope-ass sword. Okay? I don't know why that happened. Is that something you can do?
No, it is not something I can do.
Okay. It's pretty dope.
It is dope, yes.
Did you hear what that guy was saying about ladies? He has no respect for women at all.
Wait. I don't think that's what he was talking about.
He said,
Birds.
yeah, is that not, I thought that was like, oh,
Who
he
refers
meant
to-
birds.
Yeah, who refers to women
Oh,
as
that-
birds?
I don't know.
I mean,
Lots
unless
of
they're
people-
like an Aarakocra
Not your
or something.
generation, maybe, but my generation talks about it. It's
I'm older than what?
all right, Dark. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to think.
By the gods.
Okay, I'm gonna try and clear my mind. Clearing my
Please.
mind. Clearing my mind.
So clear.
My mind is clear.
Empty.
I'm not thinking about.
A psychic blade
the
appears in your
specific-
hand. Disappears again. You're still trying to figure out the controls of these abilities, but
Yeah.
you're slowly getting the grasp of it, for sure.
Okay. She does eventually silence her mind.
Okay. Watch ends uneventful. You wake up the next round, who I believe was you and all level. If there's any role play you would like to do with him.
Probably just, going over what happened today, and I think I would let him know what that creepy guy said about him earlier, and using him to bring back the dark guy.
The dark one.
The dark one. Orcus.
I don't see how I could.
I mean, what's important is we got you out, so we won't even have to worry about it now.
That's fair. I don't know why I still feel nervous about it all, though.
I do too. maybe when we finish our mission, we could go back to the temple and tell them what happened.
What about the stone, though?
Well, that's what I mean. We deliver the stone and then
Okay.
then we'll go home, right?
Yeah, of course.
That'll be great. And then we'll be prisms, just like we planned.
God, I can't believe it.
Yeah. Took a little detour there, though.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I know.
Dying cults.
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah.
Not how I thought this mission would go.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. This group seems okay, though.
Yeah, they're fine. It's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little weird.
Vanishing elf boys and psychic green girls and
Mad Dad.
man, that tall guy. Whew. I don't know what to make of him, but man, I'm glad he's not swinging at us.
Me too. Well, just glad they're on our side.
Mm-hmm. I think it's time for the next watch.
Yeah.
You wake up. I believe it's Frognan and the professor.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Unless he says something to me, I'm not gonna say much. I'm just gonna kind of watch. I noticed him writing before.
I will be writing in my book during the watch.
I just kind of watch, and then I pull out some paper, and I start writing too.
Okay.
There will probably be a point where, like, if you're watching me for like a extended period of time, I'll be writing and just.
Sure. I definitely linger a solid 3 seconds longer than is natural.
Is there something I can assist you with?
Oh, no. Thanks though.
Right. All right. Well, actually, Frognant, was it?
Yes.
A question for you. I'm just trying to make sense of all of this. What were you doing before you were captured?
Oh, hey, you're an adventurer, right?
Oh, I wouldn't give myself quite that title. I'm just more of a explorer, researcher.
Okay. What kinds of things have you researched?
Oh, well, I mean, I've researched all kinds of things, actually. I've traveled about many places in the world and just looked into their various histories and what have you.
Okay. Where do you keep that research?
Well, I do believe I have answered 2 of your questions out of order before you have even answered one of mine.
Oh, yeah. No, same. Researcher.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll. Frognan, give me deception or persuasion. Don't tell us which. Just tell us the number.
I like knowing the answer to this.
7.
4.
What does he discern? What does he see across your face as you say this?
I'm not here for general research. I definitely am. I'm hiding a purpose.
Well, you know, I've had many students in my time, and you would not believe how many times people tell me that they had their project almost done, but then their pet axe beak tore it to pieces.
Oh, fuck is an axe beak? That sounds violent.
Exactly what it sounds like.
It's also very untrue, much like the statement that you're making about being a researcher.
Well, I am a seeker of knowledge, just like you. You know, I'm here on behalf of my family. Let's just leave it at that for now, okay?
All right, fair enough. Just trying to discern if there's any sort of connection, if we were just random people brought in because we happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or if...
I mean, I don't know how I could ever have a connection to any of you. I'm not from here.
Maybe not any of us, but whatever this cult is doing. But...
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. This was my first day on the surface world. Granted, I'm not there now. This is kind of closer to home now.
So you're usually in this type of environment?
Yeah, but not this one. It's warm here.
So, further below?
Yeah, I guess.
I have heard of civilizations, but I can't say that I've ever made my way into one or even met somebody from there, so we may need to have a conversation or two later. I feel there is quite a lot that I could glean from your perspective.
Okay. And I'm a little weirded out by that. I don't like the idea of extra gleaning. And so I'll just...
It's a weird spell you've never heard of.
Yeah. To glean.
glean.
Yeah. So I'll say, well, thanks, Doctor.
Professor, I'm not quite there yet.
Okay. Sure thing. I'm gonna go back to watching now.
Okay. Well, do let me know if you see anything.
And I'll keep writing.
All right. Your watch ends. You all wake up in the day-night?
Wait, this guy didn't do his watch, did he?
I didn't
You didn't have
a
a
watch.
Oh.
You only need 3 watches.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Because by that point, everyone who slept through those 3 are up and doing light activity.
Okay, got it.
I was probably up by the 3rd watch.
Yeah, they were probably going to sleep by the time you were waking up, along with Dalith and... Kylus.
I
Yeah.
only need 4 hours, so.
Yeah.
I technically woke up during theirs.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm lazy, so I lounge.
Pretended to keep sleeping.
Yeah.
You waste. You finally got those few extra minutes that you needed.
Yes, I did.
You all wake up in the morning. Start,
Night, morning.
well, day-night. It's always day-night down here.
Day-night.
Bit of rations are had.
I was wondering when that would come up.
You guys eat some of the rations that were still on your persons, or a part of your supplies when you retain them. I would recommend everyone mark off that you've had a ration.
I had his ration.
This is in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah. Day-night, sorry. It's not morning. It's your morning, your perspective of morning. You feel rested by this point. And I would like, as we go into a bit of travel, I would like someone to roll on a random encounter table. So whoever would like to,
Not it.
please go ahead and roll me a d20.
I'll take it.
Do it, Doctor.
Professor's up first.
Do it, Doctor.
Prof.
Do it, Phil.
2.
That
Oh, I thought it was gonna be
Okay.
2-0.
17.
Oh, we should roll the D100 next time.
Nice. I don't have 100 scenarios.
They don't have to know that.
Today, I will consider that in the future.
Just multiply all the rest days. And
Yeah, right. Just double up on multiple days, same encounter. You have a nice, quiet day. It's a lot of trekking, sitting down, having a quick water break, a little bit of food.
We're still in the caves?
Still inside these cavernous areas. Some of them split on occasions, and Dalith will pause and kind of take to the ground.
So,
We're gonna want to go this way.
question. When
Yeah.
we took rations from the prison, how
Mhm.
many days worth of rations were we able to take?
Go ahead and roll me roll a d20.
Did we leave all that gold
This many.
behind?
3.
I have
3 days of rations.
You have it.
Most of what
Yeah,
you
I found
guys
it.
did when you found it was start eating, because it had been a while since your last meal.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious.
So we'd be down to 2 then if we had 1 day's worth.
Well, and anything that you had as part of your
I didn't know
equipment. Oh, okay.
So we did gain some while we were...
3.
3, okay.
I had 10 days worth of rations on me already.
Yeah. Some people have started with rations.
Should we add those 3 even if we...
Yeah, go ahead and add the extra 3. That's 3 to
Okay.
everyone, not 3 as a total.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Good to keep track of, especially in sparse environments like underground. But you guys have a nice quiet day.
You left your home unprepared, my friend. I didn't say that. I'm just
Oh. I was like, role play away, guys. You have a nice quiet day. Chats might be had. Skills tested. But really decent day.
Yeah.
You
At some
guys-
point during the day, I'm gonna try to snag a book of his at random.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Professor, for me, how available do you keep your books on you? Do you have one sitting at the hip? Are they usually stored inside of your backpack?
I'll say that I have like my general like note keeping book is usually at the hip,
Okay.
and then I'll keep a few other ones in my pack.
Okay.
I'll say I'll have 4 books in total.
Okay.
Right now.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand.
Not 20. Here we go.
As your presence nearby isn't necessarily alarming, so him coming up next to you isn't unusual per se.
16?
16.
My pass was only 13.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll one more. This is to determine which book you might get.
Another sleight of hand?
Mhm.
23.
23, so one of the tougher books to get his hands on. So I'll let you decide which book he gets. It's going to be whichever one you've put a little deeper into your pack.
The one that I probably put a little bit deeper then would actually be the book with the notes about the new year.
Okay. You snag a book.
Yeah. So throughout the day, I'm gonna. Probably not throughout the day. I'm gonna be reading that night probably.
Okay.
And then.
Do you keep that secret?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm right before I go to sleep. I would also try to stealth it back into his bag.
Okay. In general, go ahead and roll me a total stealth check for the day. Go ahead and roll me a perception check for the day.
Okay, so I'm gonna use.
You're doing stealth and he's doing perception. This is like over the course of the day to see if at somewhere along the line there wasn't someone noticing.
So whatever.
18.
18?
Because this is a duration one, could I use my Svefniblin camouflage on it?
Wow.
Yeah, you are in rocky terrain.
Cool. Well, and the new version of a deep gnome doesn't require rocky terrain. It's just an amount of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
Oh, perfect.
So that would be a 23 stealth.
23. Yeah, you definitely are able to slide it away whenever Olafir comes around and into perception, and then later on you put it back in. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. This might be notes I'll send to you at a later date.
Cool.
Dirty
Dirty 20.
20. Okay. This is your general how much you were able to glean over that time as well.
Cool.
You are none the wiser. Anything else anyone wants to do?
What's this guy doing during the day? I'm curious to know.
Being quiet.
Just being
walking.
quiet. You don't like work out or like do squats or anything?
We're walking.
You do
So,
lunges?
Just to be
while
clear,
you're
I don't notice at all that it's
At all.
gone from my bag, even if I like go in my bag, which I would like at some point through the day.
I would also, if I'd never noticed that, be actively trying to distract him from that.
Yeah. I would say that you noticed it was missing, but you don't know he took
No,
it. per
yeah,
se.
absolutely.
You do notice that it was gone. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then later on during the evening, you looked again and you're like, oh, shit. Oh, okay. I just missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did notice it was missing at one point.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know. There's no way in hell I know that he
Yeah.
has it.
Absolutely. But yes, you did notice at one point it was gone.
I almost turned this bus around.
Okay. Someone roll me for the second day.
I'll do it.
D20. Don't add anything, just roll.
15.
Much better. Oh no, for real though.
Yeah. Better than a day of nothing accosting us. Yeah.
As you guys are walking along, it's probably about 4 hours into the second day of your journey, where the cavern begins to widen out a little bit further as well. And off in the distance, you see glowing, and floating in the very center is some consistently changing colored orb emitting bits of light.
Is it free floating in the air?
It's just floating there, as far as you can tell. It's maybe about 70 to 80 feet out
Am
from
I the
where
first one
you
to
and
see it if I rolled for the encounter?
no, everyone notices
Everyone
this
notices
at the
it.
same time. The roll was just to see what you're
Okay,
encountering
okay,
today.
got it.
But everyone notices this. It's not subtle. It's casting light from a distance. You kind of notice the light, probably a good 400, 500 feet back, and as you got closer, you're noticing this orb. It's just, and it's changing colors ever so slowly. from-
Darth? The fuck is that?
I don't know.
Roll history. Try and discern
Yeah,
what it is.
you can, and any intelligence-based check that you want to roll.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, anyone who wants to make this roll, you're welcome to.
I would not know what that is.
Okay.
12.
12. Who knows? Looks like magic.
Tactical assessment.
Is there a chance that I would have encountered it in my life? I don't even want to roll if there's
No.
not a chance.
At the current moment, you're like, you have no idea what that is.
16. And see if I've seen something written about this.
No idea. Something like this is. You've heard of a magical item called a drift globe, but drift globes don't free float unless there's someone nearby, and they usually don't change colors. This also seems a little bigger.
Is this an open cavern? It's floating in the middle of space, or is it like above the ground?
It's above the ground. Yeah.
So
it's-
theoretically, you could just walk up and go.
Yes, absolutely. It's maybe 4.5 to 5 feet off the ground, and it kind of
How big is it? Is it a handful? 2 handfuls?
two hands could
C-cup,
could
Deanna?
could seemingly grip it.
Double D's.
All right.
I'm gonna mage armor up.
I'm gonna walk up to
The shadows cling and enforce you.
I'm gonna walk up to the paladin and I'll put my hand on your shoulder and I'll grant you vigilant blessing, so you'll feel
You feel your tendons loose and your agility increase.
I'm gonna pull my shield out.
I kind of like look at the group. This is
You're all rather skeptical, aren't you?
Well, I'm gonna
Do you want?
do a little experiment first.
Do we want me to touch it? Is that what's
No,
going on here?
I'll do it.
I think
no.
I definitely
just-
think you should touch it.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
get
Look at
within
it, it's
30
so
feet
pretty.
of it.
You're gonna want to
I'm gonna get within 30 feet of it.
Okay.
Slowly.
As you get closer, you can hear a vibration from it. Yeah, and you hear a vibration.
Is it a good vibration?
It's
Kind
a
of-
vibration.
Kind of
Is
like
it a
this.
sweet sensation?
Who knows?
Very similar to how Wolfgang puts up his like shield and spear. I'm gonna have my shield up and put my hand on top of it, and
I'm
little
gonna be
bits of-
walking like right behind Wolfgang out of curiosity.
little bits of wind are going to appear around it, and then it's mage hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
And
the
I'm gonna
mage-
have my psionic blade out.
I was Wolfgang was approaching, and then when your mage hand pops out, he kind of stops and just.
So your mage hand moves forward.
Yeah.
Are you going to make
Yeah.
contact?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it. Just
As it touches it, the mage hand disappears. You feel the disconnect from your spell, and the orb grows.
Oh, that doesn't look good. Can I roll like a Arcana check on that phenomenon?
Yeah, on that moment to kind of discern what might have happened.
Yeah.
Sure.
I still think you should touch it.
17.
Run really fast.
17 looks like it absorbed your spell.
That definitely just sucked that right up and absorbed it.
Does it look like it's powering anything? Like its energy
Roll
is
an
going?
investigation check.
Wolfgang, do you have any sort of
17.
magical items or armaments on you?
You're pretty confident, unless something is invisible from your sight. There's nothing connecting to it. You don't see power trailing to another spot. It seems to just be emitting light that is constantly changing. It's not rapid. It's a gentle shift from like red into orange into yellow into green into blue into purple and everything in between
But
over the course of like a minute.
Is it
This
like
what
an
I think
orb?
is.
Like it looks like a physical thing, and that like just the colors
Seems
are twirling
like it,
inside
yeah.
of?
Let me try something. Are we in a rush?
I mean, I
I'd
don't want
like
to
to
be
get
in this
outta here.
cave, but I feel like this is too interesting to pass by.
Do we have 10 minutes to spare?
Yes.
Sure.
I'd say
Alright.
so.
I was
will-
going to touch it, but I'll
Okay.
wait
As
10
long as you don't
minutes.
have anything magical on it, on you, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
It might suck it out if you
Touch
have-
it in 10 minutes.
Sure.
So I'm gonna refer to my book and look over one of the spells that a mentor taught me, and muttering over the course of time. Some of them have seen it actually cast and detect magic ritually.
Okay. You sit down and begin to. What does that look like? What does that ritual look like? For you?
So when I have my book in my hand, I'm referring to it, and I, out of nothing, summon a quill. Again,
Mhm.
everything looks very mundane. Simple leather, rough parchment. The quill is a little bit rough, kind of ragged. But then I'm able to take the quill and drag glyphs out of the book into the air. And then passing through them, eventually I'm able to complete a chain that.
What color is the
illuminates.
ink?
So it's combinations of blacks, purples, and neon blues.
Okay. As you finish the spell, your eyes begin to hurt ever so slightly as the magical aura around this is extremely intense.
Is
And
there
it rings evocation.
evocation? Okay. So this thing might kill us.
Great,
might
let's
kill
keep
us?
going. Let's
I mean-
We pass
move
by it
along.
without any
What do you
issue?
mean it might kill us?
I don't know. I study magic a lot, and this to me screams out that it might boom.
Oh.
Though, there's other. It's called the evocation school. It's a lot of booming, but sometimes it's also like, I don't know. When I saw her do some spells, and I think I saw it when you held my hand. I think that felt like evocation too. So.
As you're examining this and you're starting to explain, you look back and you see it swelling even larger.
Do I see this?
No. The main reason you're noticing this is because of how intense it's making the aura.
So, I don't know. I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Is there a central object or?
You see something that seems physical in the center, but it's kind of hard to tell with the light and the changing colors.
Oh, I still think we
Is
should
there-
touch it.
Is there room to pass by it? Or is it taking
Mhm.
up the
There's a
whole-
pathway right around.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Everyone move to the pathway. Like
Okay.
now.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Everyone.
Everyone gets in the
over.
pathway. I put my shield down, activate it. All right, I'm going to touch it.
Oh no!
Wait. Run away fast if you have to. Long strider.
Let's get past it before he touches it.
That's what everyone's
So
past
we're
it
gonna
in
move. Yeah.
with my shield blocking it.
You're a brave man.
So you
you're
have
brave.
an additional 10 feet of movement speed.
I'm getting a front row seat to whatever's about to happen.
I am far away from
Peek over the
possible
wall.
moving.
Yeah, I want to be like right on the other side of the shield.
So I start.
It's only 5 feet up, so anyone taller than that can look over easily.
Okay.
Start walking towards it and kind of like get.
You have full cover.
Well,
I'm gonna stay away from the shield.
Yeah,
I'm not
like
a fan of that shield.
5 feet from it. Any sort of reaction?
You're feeling like the vibration energy that's coming off of it.
Did he have anything magical on him?
I did. It's now guarding you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
From this proximity, you're noticing it ever so slightly continue to grow.
And at that point, I do stop. Did you say that out loud?
What?
If I ask if I have anything magical on
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I had asked you earlier,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he asked you earlier.
No, I know. But,
and I did say like,
Yeah.
oh well, like
well.
I was
and
mostly
so-
leaning over to someone else watching, and I was like, is he wearing anything magical?
When he asks, wait, you ask him that? Do you have anything magical?
I'm asking
on you?
whoever's next to me, which I think is just the professor, because we're the only ones. Oh, I guess everyone's
I'm-
behind the
Yeah,
shield.
you can freely be
Yeah,
wherever you
I'm
want.
kind of just like freely saying that out to everyone.
Yeah.
Just a note that Renwyn thinks something in her head about something magical that he has, and Dark hears it, and he probably rolls his eyes.
Okay. Anyways, hearing
His shield.
The two hornballs sit next to each other.
Hey, you don't know what I was.
hearing Kylus
These magic
say
nuts.
something about that, Wolfgang stops,
What are you waiting for?
turns around, walks back to the shield. Frogman takes this crystal out of my pocket, hands it to Frogman, points at it. Do not look at that.
Okay.
Just gave it to the wrong person.
Don't look
I
at
put it in
this.
my pocket for now.
Well, and Wolfgang locks eyes with Frogman. Do not look at that.
Okay.
And then walks back. And
The color is changing more rapidly.
what the fuck does that mean?
I don't like this.
What color is it now?
I don't like
Well,
this.
it's changing too rapidly to.
And it's growing?
It's growing. It's a noticeable size difference since you guys came in here.
So I'm like, let's say 5 feet away from it, and I look back. Are we sure this is the right idea?
Absolutely.
No.
No, let's just
no,
go.
let's
Come
go.
on.
Abandon.
Let's leave.
Plan. Let's leave.
Let's run.
I am curious.
Let's find out what this is going to be.
Oh my god. I'm the furthest away.
Please make a Constitution saving
No.
throw.
No.
Everybody?
Nope, just him.
Just him, okay.
Anyone who is within 10 feet.
15.
15, you do succeed. So you'll only be taking half damage.
Like that he says that we're all going, no, let's go, and then it explodes right in
So what was going to be 16 points of thunder damage is instead just 8.
Whoa.
Wow.
Thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of something.
As it erupts and you all hear it, it kind of shocks you, makes you jump a bit. This makes your ears ring heavily,
So, let me ask
and
you-
blood is kind of coming out of one of your left ears.
Let me ask you a question.
Only
The
one
only
of them?
left ear.
Uh,
What's with English
One
today
of
for
your
me?
left ears.
I'm operating on very little sleep.
I was making a what throw? A con? Never
It
mind.
was con, yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
I mean, you succeeded, so
Yeah.
you took half damage. And the moat is gone.
So I got Wolfgang gets kind of like rocked back by that. I don't think he falls, being as that I passed the.
Yeah, you succeeded. Your
And-
con is hardy enough. There's a little bit of ringing, but it quickly subsides for you.
Turning around, looking back at the party.
Is his shield okay?
Shield's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have kept going.
Are you alright?
Oh,
Yeah.
gods above, I say as I turn around and I run over and I. Do you need healing?
I'll be fine. Let's just move.
All right.
Wolfgang's a little on the embarrassed side and not very.
Mister,
happy
I
with
don't
the
think
results.
your spells can heal his pride.
Okay. I'll
Bless your soul.
I'll do this and give him a little. I'll give him a little cure wounds. Just
Go ahead
like
and roll.
kind of stealthily, so he can't really tell I'm doing it. But
But
He'll know.
immediately feel
You
the-
immediately feel better though, as the magical healing is pumped into your body.
Oh, nice. That's a 12.
That's
You're back to full.
Maximum healing.
As we're
I lean
exiting,
over. Thank you. Very quietly, though.
as we're exiting, I look over at Dark and I go, "Did that look at all familiar to you? The train?"
Not to me, no.
You didn't go in the train with me, did you?
The train?
Before we got here, the train, the ship, the whatever
Oh,
thing.
the ship. No, I didn't go inside with you.
Okay.
I was outside meditating.
Well, never mind.
I'm gonna run up to Wolfgang. Here, take it back.
I take it, put it up against my forehead, and put it in my pocket.
I'm gonna wait till it's in his hand. But then I do look at the crystal a little bit, just a quick glimpse.
I will say, your detect magic is still up.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Mhm.
What is it emitting?
It is emitting. Oh, this is interesting. Enchantment.
Okay. Alright. Kept it safe for you.
I appreciate it.
Actually, a bit of a mix. Enchantment and divination.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like no sign of that thing, that orb that was, it just exploded into thunder,
Mm-hmm.
rocked
Echoed
him,
throughout this space.
and then now it's just, there's no
There's nothing there.
trace of it.
Nope.
Interesting.
To be fair, it was brave. I mean,
Was that naturally occurring, or
Stupid.
do you think somebody put that there? I'm asking Nesta.
gods know.
I've seen something like that, I think. In this
Where?
weird ship. It wasn't working right, or there was, I don't know. We met these dudes, and they had this ship, and it was broken down, and I felt like the engine of their ship looked like that.
When you're talking about a ship, I kind of look at Frogman and
And I'll exchange a knowing look.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's some sort of naturally occurring energy down here in the caves. It's the only place I've ever seen anything like it.
Well, I'm just glad it didn't hurt anybody else.
If that's the same thing I saw, then I bet it was a, I don't know, like a less powerful version, because I feel like if that one in the ship exploded, it would have really rocked some peeps.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have rocked some peeps.
Nesta, real quick, go ahead and roll me a history check real quick. Real quick. Redundant.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The ships she speaks of, she's probably referring to a thunder engine,
Mm-hmm.
which is the main engine that is utilized in prominently Faldorn transportation, specifically from Tonkton.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen plenty of these ships arrive to your hometown.
When you saw this ship, was it crashed in the snow?
Yes. You know about it?
No.
That's obviously a lie. Well, everybody aboard it seemed okay. Ooh, except one guy. Didn't one guy die? Or no? I'm asking Darek.
I'm not sure. I know they talked about some allies that they had lost the other day,
Again, looking at Frogman.
but they didn't really go into detail per se. I don't know if they died or
Wait, are you guys those dead guys?
Well, we're clearly not dead.
Question for you, Renquin. You said you've met deep gnomes before. Where was that?
Darek, what was the name of that place? What was the name of that woman who was so nice to us?
Really good at changing the subject.
Wasn't it something Dirt Fist?
Yeah. I don't remember her name, but the town was like Hovel Hollow or something.
Hovel Hollow. That's right. Really, really nice people who
Yeah.
took care of us when we were really in bad shape.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know them? I didn't want to assume. I thought that would be racist.
That's good.
That would be racist.
That's very true.
Do I recall any full-heighted gith?
No. You've never met a Gith in your entire life until this moment. And you got two again.
Weird. Yeah, I've heard of there.
Darek is a Gith as well?
Mm-hmm. He's a male Gith.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't realize he was
Learn
a
something
Gith?
new every day. I don't see color.
You don't see color
But
on
he does
dirt
respect
shape.
it.
How old was this Dirt Fist?
I don't know. She was middle age. I
really don't know the longevity of
I don't really know
deep
how old.
gnomes.
All I know is that we
Defixie?
stumbled. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. She was, like I said, you're not the first deep gnome that I've met who's treated us with the ultimate kindness.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Is this a sensitive subject for you?
No, I need to journal for a little bit. Let's talk later.
Sure. Can I roll an insight check on his reaction?
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
I'm not trying.
You're hiding. Yeah, no,
anything.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pry because I know what it's like to
Yeah.
wanna.
I'm doing it only because of what he said to me last night. 14.
What does he discern with a 14?
14.
It's above average.
Yeah, I mean, so much recognition at every single thing she's saying.
Like reading a book.
Well, this was a lovely stop. Let's continue. Yeah.
Shield back on your arm.
That shield is really impressive.
Thank you.
It
Where
is
did you
impressive.
pick it up?
It was given to me relatively recently.
Well, nice.
I feel like it'll come in handy.
Probably will.
It seems like it has.
You get to really see it in action. It's kind of just been off to the side. We could test it if you'd like.
Test it how?
Throw a few blasts at it.
I'll pass.
Oh, can I
Right,
throw my psionic
fine.
blade at it?
No, you cannot.
See? Now we're thinking.
This is my shield from the temple. I'll show you. It's a little shield, kind of white gold in color with the phases of the moon on it.
Can I hold it?
Sure.
Grab it, strap it
It's
to my
much
arm,
lighter.
take it off, hand it back. It's good. It's good material.
Oh, thanks. I wasn't really sure what it's made from, but I like it.
Could I
Would
take
I
a
be
look
able
at that
to tell?
actually?
Sure.
Would I be able to tell the material?
I guess that would be a nature check.
No.
I would like to do that as well.
Sure, go ahead.
13.
13.
16.
Feels like iron.
There
For
you
me
go.
too. Iron.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing outstanding necessarily about this shield. It's very well made and it's beautifully designed. You notice the phases of the moons are actually etched into it. It's not so much like painted on.
Iron, but very excellent craftsmanship.
Thank you. You know, it's funny. I haven't spent much time in the forge at the temple. I just kind of was handed this.
Where is your temple?
That's a great question.
Dan, when we get a moment, I would like to. I want to talk to Nesta and I want to talk to Renwin.
Sure.
While we're traveling.
What's the name of that town?
I can just tell you.
Thank you, please.
Laminsa.
Elminsa. It's been a few days.
La Minsa?
Mm-hmm. The floating city. Or Yes,
You
the
got
floating city.
Hmm.
Have you been?
No. But I've heard it's quite nice.
It's quite beautiful,
Hmm.
especially during the full moon.
I can imagine. You heading back there at any point?
Eventually, I hope so.
Hmm.
I have some things I need to take care of first with Curly Boy over there.
What's Curly Boy's name?
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Because Rengwyn doesn't, know exactly... She's not great with, social situations like this. She hasn't been in, a whole lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches into her pack and takes out a yarting and looks at old Will and goes, what do you make of this? I have a thing, too.
You, a thing?
She hands it to him.
Oh, that's so sweet.
What do you think of that?
It's neat.
Neat?
Neat. Yeah, it's cool.
Cool. What do you, what do you think it does?
Obviously, I know what it does.
Great.
It
So awkward.
warms your hands.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't notice that
Mhm.
feature before.
You just kind of, hands there and then
Great. Okay. So you.
frostburn avoided.
Okay. Great. I mean, I knew that already.
Yeah.
I knew that's
Well, of
what
course
it
it's
did.
yours.
So, I just appreciate you confirming that for me. So.
Ooh, can I look?
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks. Yeah.
Owl speeds up a bit, continues walking forward.
Where'd you pick this up?
I have had it. It's a old family heirloom.
What is it?
It's what do you think it is? I mean, obviously you must have seen them before.
What does it look like?
A yarting. It's kind of made of wood, and it has sort of a long neck and a roundish, sort of bulbish kind of thing with a hole in it, and there's these weird strings that go. There's 4 strings that go from the base up the neck.
I couldn't tell you what this does.
Can
Well,
you
it's
play that
Play it, yeah. Oh, what do you mean?
like an instrument?
Instrument. Oh, because that's what it does. Yes, I can. I can play it. I can. That's why I have it.
I'll hand it to him.
Could I listen? I do love music.
Yeah. Okay, so.
What in the literal fuck?
What's happening?
Well, I don't think now's the right time. I think we should probably keep moving.
I also
but...
think we should continue.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna put that back.
Thanks for sharing, though.
Yeah, no. You guys were all sharing cool things you have, so I thought I'd show you one of mine.
We'll jam later then.
Great.
play music?
I am
course.
looking forward to it.
As you begin to find more of a camping space, if you would like to interact with anyone, either before camp or at camp, you can pick at any point within the day.
Either way, just when I have a moment with them individually.
Sure.
Maybe at camp. Probably
Camp would
make
probably
the
be
most
it.
sense.
Yeah. You tend to group up a bit more
Yeah.
when traversing the underground.
I'll approach Nesta first.
Okay.
I'll walk up, kind of book in hand, as I'm writing some things down. And Nesta, do you have a moment?
Sure.
I was hoping if you could maybe answer a question for me. Just trying to get my bearings with all of this. Do you recall what you were doing before you were captured and brought here?
Oh, well, Olwell and I were staying at an inn for the night. We were on a mission from our temple. We hadn't met anyone ever since we left, so I didn't really expect anything nefarious to happen. And then, I went through my rituals of the night, and eventually I woke up and I went to go see Olwell, and there were those men in his room, and they threw a dagger at me, and I passed out.
Is Olwell nearby?
Yeah, he's not too far away. I imagine you approached when he probably stood up and went to go do something potentially.
Isaiah's like kind of like walking around. Oh, well, actually, can I get you for a moment as well?
Yeah, sure. He sits down.
Now, forgive me if this is too much personal information that I'm asking. Please tell me to refrain. But, do you have anyone in your family of any significance in history? Or do you have any sort of, I don't know, anyone prominent in your family?
I mean, I really like my mom.
I like your mom too, buddy.
But
We all like his mom.
it always goes so horny.
Always mom.
It's just this side of the table.
This is my first one, alright? Give me some fucking credit here.
You're wondering about me being an ASMR, right?
Well, yes. From what we understand, they seem to want to, from what I understand, is they seem to want to capture you,
Yeah.
and you very particularly so. But if they just need blood imbued with that of a celestial, it's just odd that they seem to be paying more attention to you rather than, like, not going for both of you equally.
How did you figure that out?
You're joking, right?
Yeah, I was totally joking. Yeah, no.
She's glowing more than you are.
Thanks for pointing it out, but
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know why they picked me.
At this point, I've heard you mention celestial enough times. I use divine sense.
You see a faint glow emanating off of Olwell, and you see a bit of a stronger glow emanating off of Nesta. It kind of like appears like starlight. Go ahead and roll a quick perception check for me, though. 8. That's all you notice.
I did not do that loudly, vocally, or for
Doesn't require
anyone else to
components.
see.
You just.
And Nesta, you don't have anyone prominent within your family, would you?
I hate to say it, but I don't know. I didn't know my family.
I see. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I never knew my parents.
I don't know how to deal with trauma.
I get it. You're all orphans.
We're all orphans.
I'm not.
Me.
Fucking love my
Not
dad.
Sorry. Wish we could be more helpful.
No, it's okay. There's been a few things that I've heard that are bothering me.
What's bothering you?
Well, at first I was truly starting to think that all of us just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and, just randomly grabbed and what have you for whatever reason. But there seems to be loose threads that could connect us to something. I had a book. I have this book, and as I was telling Kailas earlier, I was doing research on this meteor that came about during the Everlost War.
Oh.
And that is directly related to the cult of the Blood Lord and Orcus, which is what these people are trying to see into. Now, it seems Lord Gesh had a particular interest in Fromyan's book, as it was separated from all of our other things. And from what I'm ascertaining between just his general overall demeanor on the subject, it seems like that Ringwind may have actually met or been to where Frognan is from, or potentially met someone related to him. So there's a loose connection there.
You said something about a meteor.
Yes,
I studied astronomy at the temple.
you did.
Did I ever come across anything about that meteor?
Let's roll a retroactive investigation check.
Also, ASMR.
I'll give you advantage because of just the environment that you were in and what you focus on.
Well, that was a 24,
Oh, damn.
so that's what it'll be.
Yes, you do recall records of that being noted.
Shit, no, I rolled. Sorry. That's a dirty 20.
That's still enough. Yeah, there are records denoting that there was a celestial sighting, essentially, of a burning bright green star traveling through the sky, landing
Right in front of you.
at the top, one of the higher points of the Serpent Mountain Pass. Getting up to that point is extremely dangerous, so most expeditions don't happen there. People have tried and decided it wasn't worth it.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember hearing about that comet.
I'm wide-eyed. You just saved me so much research. You have no idea. I was about to travel all the way to Valdor to go to an observatory to see what their records have. And oh my gosh, I need to get out of this hole and let Serdok know what's going on. Maybe we can put the funds together and get an expedition out there.
To the mountain pass?
To the Serpent Mountain Pass, you said it was? Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But, isn't it super dangerous?
And?
Never mind. Go on. Well, I'm glad to have helped. I love astronomy, so.
We may need to have some more conversations about this then. But now there is one other mystery that I need to solve still, but thank you very much. You have been most helpful.
Are we like at camp?
Yeah, you guys are in the process of setting up, or do you finish setting up? Time gets a little loose within this space.
Okay. So I'd be meditating at this point.
When I get a chance, I would like to approach Ringwin.
Just because of
Yeah,
how
yeah,
late
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
We'll say on that note, we'll pick up at that point, and we will close here.
Thank God.
All right. Congratulations, guys. You made it to level 3.
All right.
Secrets are
Level 3.
unraveling, being revealed. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And we will see you all next time.
Thank you.
Woo!
Good night.
Hope that got recorded.